Good morning, children. Let us start looking at the character sketches from the story Evans Tries an O-Level. Let's first start with Evans himself. Evans is a kleptomaniac and he is known popularly as Evans the Break. Why is he known as Evans the Break? Yes, because he has already escaped from prison thrice, and this shows that he is a crafty person, a master planner. He makes elaborate plans to escape, and he is successfully able to break out for the fourth time from Oxford prison, despite the fact that people were warned that he is known for his breaking out of jail. He is a criminal, but he is non-violent. In the words of the governor, he is a pleasant sort of a chap with no record of violence. He is amusing. He is a star at the Christmas concert because he is very good at imitations. In fact, the governor compares him to Mike Yarwood, who was a stand-up comedian in the 1960s. He knows how to keep intimate contacts with people, and people are quite ready to help him. He gets help to escape a number of times. Even this present prison break, look at the number of people who helped him. Yes, first of all was the tutor who came for 6 months to teach him German. Then it was the assistant at the examinations board who sends in the correction slip, which actually has the details of the escape plan. Then McCleary, the person who masquerades as Reverend McCleary and comes as the proctor, and then of course the driver of the van, the prison van, which is again the same person who impersonated as McCleary, and the silent police officer who handcuffs him and takes him into the van. Evans is good at making friends. He is warm, pleasant, and we find even the receptionist at the Golden Lion winks at him and he winks back when he is being arrested. Evans makes friends with Jackson. He knows his weakness. He knows that he has a tough exterior and is bossy, but he is not very intelligent. And Jackson also has become so fond of him that he calls him old son. Evans is a good judge of character. He knows that he can not mess with Stevens as much as he can with Jackson, and he is far-sighted and calculating. He knew that his escape would throw the entire prison machinery into chaos. They would not look carefully to see whether McCleary, who is being led out, is McCleary and the one who is being left behind is Evans, or whether the one who is staying behind is Evans masquerading as McCleary, because the prison officials will be running helter-skelter. Thus, he has a psychological insight into people. Now, let us look at the governor of the Oxford prison. The governor is a fussy sort of person. He carries things to the extreme in his enthusiasm. He overdoes the details, and therefore he ignores what is obvious. He is intelligent. He uses his intelligence to locate the hideout of Evans and nab him. Yet he cannot carry it to the hilt because Evans escapes again. His imagination runs riot. He is apprehensive and filled with doubts that Evans might try to take advantage of the examination and escape. He bugs the cell. He puts Stevens on duty outside, and yet he does not actually doubt the people who have been coming in to help Evans. He is duty conscious. He does not run away from responsibility. He listens in to the conversation in the cell himself rather than telling one of the other police officials to listen. However, he has a fatal flaw. He is credulous. Though he thinks he will see to things personally, he will see to it that Evans doesn't break out of the prison, but he has very little personal contact with Evans. He also has full faith in his officers and the law enforcing machinery. It is his miscommunication which is crucial and which allows the mistakes that work in Evans's favor. He allows McCleary to accompany Superintendent Carter to help him trace Evans. This was actually Evans. He lets Evans be carried in a prison van without sufficient police escort. It is his gullible nature which deprives him of all credit. In the end, he appears, as he says, another good for a giggle, gullible governor. He is proud. His pride makes him want to look unruffled and in control, though he frequently privately worries about being paranoid, and all his hunches actually prove to be correct. But it is pride which makes him repeatedly stand in his way of effectively carrying out his duties. Let us look at Jackson. Jackson is the senior prison officer at Oxford Prison. He is a World War II veteran. He stands ramrod straight and displays his war medals on his jacket pocket. He sees Evans as a harmless and friendly offender who hasn't committed a serious crime. Why? He and Evans have become warm enemies. They frequently exchange gruff but good-natured insults. He is a simple man who thinks others are as simple and transparent as himself. While Jackson has a tough exterior, he is bossy. He has a habit of browbeating others, which is probably why Stevens does not like him. But he refers to Evans as Einstein and pokes fun at his bizarre interest in German. Yet, he also wishes him well on the day of the examination, saying, "Good luck, old son." He is not very intelligent, and maybe that is why Evans takes him lightly. Who is Stevens? Stevens is the new appointee at the Oxford Prison. He reports to the senior prison officer Jackson. Stevens is a burly, surly looking man. Stevens is supposed to sit in Evans's cell during his exam, but when he is told to sit outside, he is still conscientious. He keeps looking into the room to check on Evans. First he checks into his room every 1 minute, then he relaxes and looks in every 2 minutes, but again he goes back to peeping into the room every minute. However, he is not very observant. Why? Because he does not raise an alarm at Evans using a blanket. Although Jackson had told him to tell Jackson about any change, he does not do so. He does not look carefully at McCleary when he is leading him out. He does not raise the alarm even though he feels McCleary is looking thinner than when he went in. And of course, he is hasty. He raises an alarm when he sees a wounded McCleary who is actually Evans. He does not even look at his face very carefully, and the entire prison machinery swings into action. This, in fact, is the thing which helps Evans escape. So this, children, brings us